The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
Nimrod, Hilliard, Anthony McDonald, Dante Holmes, Karamo Javara, and Jordan Parks, the same five that Coach LeVelle Moton prefers to send out and does, as Nimrod Hilliard spats up from beyond the arc and crushes the three-pointer. Break. Here's Ricky Johnson right side. He left the jumper off the window, no good. Rebounded by Parks. He'll drop it off to Hilliard, and Hilliard up the floor now. Inside the perimeter now, right corner. Dante Holmes pump fakes, and now he looks to drive in the paint. He lobs it backside to Parks and couldn't get it high enough for Parks to jam it down. Now Parks leaps it to the air and puts it in off the glass. We'll keep trading scores as Hilliard looks to drive. He goes outside to Holmes. Now Javara left side. Now here's a corner three from Nimrod Hilliard in the pocket. 8-6 is Dante Holmes. Retribution three. It's up. It's good.
And that's good for him. I like the confidence factor. He's missed his first couple of shots, but they looked like they were on line. That time he was able to step into the jump shot.
Stitcher closely guarding the weave from Bethune-Cookman. KJ able to poke the ball away. He's going to run the floor coming down the right side. KJ, 3-on-2 fast break. Euro step, drops it off to Jordan Parks, and Parks will put it off the window and in the paint.
Yeah, nice execution that time. KJ made sure he didn't get the charge that time. He Euro stepped a little bit and raised up and was able to drop it off.
Here's Parks over to Hilliard. Hilliard now trying to drive right side. It goes back outside to Holmes. He decides to pump fake and spin into the lane now. Right hand floater, good.
Yeah, I love it when he does that right there. That's his trademark. I thought that was what separated him last year as a player. He didn't really settle for the jump shot as much. He used to pump fake and go to the basket and showcase his athleticism. That time he had a wide open look.
The ball around the perimeter. Here's a jumper from the top of the perimeter. No good from Quentin Brewer. Now Nimrod Hilliard trying to push the floor. He waits for numbers, now takes a pick. He spots up from the right elbow. Good from Nimrod Hilliard.
That time, he remembered that he had his point guard out on the wing that was substituting from where he was because they switched positions in the rotation.
And pass taken away by Jordan Parks. Parks will rise and he cuffed it. Oh, and how Jordan Parks throws down the dunk. Jordan Parks, my goodness, took the ball away at midcourt. And no bones about it, cuffed it behind his head with one hand.
Cock your back and take it way back, and that's what he did.
Embrace between Hilliard and head coach LeVelle Moton, as he gets a standing ovation from the Eagle faithful, and he receives congratulations from his teammates as he makes his way down the floor. Coach Moton allowing the seniors to go out the right way, allowing them to come off the floor one by one. This time it's Anthony McDonald. Who's next for North Carolina Central? And now a substitution timeout. And Jordan Parks raises his hands to the crowd. He's able to receive another standing ovation, and he gets his hug from Coach Moton. And Parks now hugging the assistant coaches. Final one as KJ now ready to come off the floor. And a standing ovation again from the entire Eagle faithful. KJ, a four-year player here at North Carolina Central. And you can finally say that North Carolina Central are back-to-back regular season MEAC champions. It's a maroon and gray victory, number 14 of the year for the conference play. North Carolina Central now won 35 consecutive at home. 34. Either way, the streak continues. It's a maroon and gray victory. And as the Eagle fans get on their feet, the Nets get ready to go down. 72-49. North Carolina Central defeats Bethune-Cookman. They improved to 22-6. And right now it's Dante Holmes getting his piece of the net. And who's next for the Eagles? Going up now is Anthony McDonald, the first of the seniors for North Carolina Central. Nimrod Hilliard. He'll take his turn with the scissors. He receives the applause from the Eagle fans around the gym. Cuts down his piece. Again, Hilliard, one of the catalysts of the team this year. He got 17 points today. As Jordan Parks, the high flyer from Queens, New York, goes up and cuts down his piece of the net. And holds it above his head. And now, the final senior, Javara, the 4-year man from Bergen, Norway. 14 points today. Now he goes up and cuts down his piece of the twine. And Coach LeVelle Moton, the last man up. As you can hear the applause from the Eagle faithful who have stayed around. And he brings his daughter Brooke up there with him. Of course, the picture that stood out last year was him up there with LeVelle Jr. in Norfolk. As he allows Brooke to cut down a piece of the net for herself. And now, Nate Maxey will hand VJ up to Coach Moton. They'll sit him on the top of the ladder and allow him to get a piece of the net as well. LeVelle Jr. has his piece. And now Coach Moton will cut down the net. And down it goes. North Carolina Central, 11-0 at home this year. 33 consecutive wins going back.
Amazing to come and win a regular season championship back-to-back and just be a part of this program. And, it's surreal, and I'm just thankful.
Does this championship feel any different than the one last
year? Kind of, but at the same time, no, not really. You know, it's a bigger prize to be won, so I'm kind of looking forward to MEAC championship. But at the end of the day, it takes building blocks. So, you know, this is a great accomplishment, and I'm proud of myself and my team.
So not only did you guys win a MEAC regular season championship today, it was also your senior day. So what was that like for you going through all of that?
It was good, but it's still kind of hard to grasp because it's not actually out. So, you know, I know that I still got a game left in the building, and I think that'll be more emotional. It's A&T. I'm pretty sure this place will be packed. So, you know, and my mom didn't get to come to this game. So, yeah, you know, it was great, but at the same time, it wasn't as good as it could be.
You mentioned like the emotions and it being packed in here for the A&T game, but tonight it kind of felt like it was really quiet. And did you feel kind of a difference in energy?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, things are kind of different. This weekend you got CIAA, people gone. We don't have our normal DJ, and so, you know, things are a little bit out of the loop. So, of course, the feeling and kind of some of the energy out of the building will be taken. But, I mean, at the end of the day, the fans still showed us love, and it was a great atmosphere.
Did that lack of energy take you guys out of the game at all? In the first half, it seemed like you guys started to pull away, and then they were right back in it.
Nah, that's on us. You know, we made a couple mistakes, scouting report, and letting people go ways that they shouldn't, and then it hurt when KJ came out the game. Like, he's a big piece, and when he goes out, sometimes things get a little bit, you know, like shook up.
What was the turning point for you guys in the second half?
Actually, the turning point was halftime. The locker room, what goes on in there at halftime. So that's basically the turning point. You know, Coach got in us, and we came out ready.
What did he say at halftime that you can tell us?
You guys can do better.
So there was plenty of energy.
Yeah, it was plenty of energy in the locker room. He let us know that, you know, we're not playing to the best of our abilities, and that we need to stop kind of doing this, because I think a lot of games we come out first half a little bit stagnant. So, you know, it's getting late in the year, and we gotta turn and start doing bigger things.
Jordan, you didn't miss a bucket tonight. Talk about your performance on the floor going against this defense.
Well, I didn't know that, but I mean, it was just a mental focus. You know, I came out trying to just do what's best and what helps my team. And I guess luckily I didn't miss a bucket today. And I got to give credit to KJ and Nimrod, because that's where most of my assists come from. So, I mean, most of my buckets come from. So, them two put me in the right places and put the ball in the right spot for me to score.
And Jordan, you know, you always talk about dunks being, you know, momentum plays, but that dunk you threw down today, talk about that and compare it to the other ones you've been able to throw down so far this year.
Well, that dunk was that was for DeJuan Graff. He'd been telling me lately that I couldn't jump off of 1 foot. So when I got the steal, all I was thinking was I got to prove him wrong. So that's where that kind of came from. But I mean, you know, it's exciting. I have fun doing stuff like that. And at the end of the day, the fact that it gets my team going as well is just, you know, it's great. So I mean, compared to a lot of my other dunks, I'm pretty sure I could do a little bit better. But it's fun.
Did it feel like you guys had I mean, you did have that one crazy dunk, but did it feel like you guys had like a lack of splash plays today?
Sort of. Actually, no. Actually, it didn't, because I think some of the splash plays that were made today were a bit more just, you know, they were quiet. They weren't as noticeable as others. But people made a lot of splash plays, and that's what got us the lead.
All right, Jordan, you've got the net around your neck, but it's a short turnaround. Savannah State on Monday. How do you feel heading into that?
Feel confident. You know, we come in with momentum, and we're gonna play this game like we play every other game. We play every game as if it's a championship, and today we just so happened to win one. So you know, it's nothing new. We're gonna get down to it tomorrow and get to learn more about the team. This is our second time playing them, and they're tough. So we just got to come out and fight and just play how we know.
Regular season champions, man. You know, it feels good, especially for 9 newcomers who were yet to experience that. You know, I didn't like the way we played in the first half. I think they shot 54% at the half. They had 2 assists at the half, which means we weren't guarding our yard or guarding our man, and we weren't helping each other out. And, you know, it was tough for KJ to get his second foul. You know, y'all saw what he mean to us when he's over here on the bench. It's kind of a constant struggle, man. But we persevered, and we was able to start the second half off with some great energy. Dante made a couple of plays in a big shot, and we got going, and, you know, the rest is history. You know, it never gets old. You know, it's kind of like a Pringle. You ain't just going to eat one of them. I don't know anyone who just ate one Pringle. But, you know, as long as they're there, I'm going to continue to take them. I'm kind of greedy with that. And, you know, but the first one is always special, you know, to say the least. And this one really hasn't sunk in yet, because you're yet to have any solitude and be alone for it to embrace. And, you know, we got bigger fish to fry. And I told the guys congratulations and, you know, all that. And we'll take a picture and we'll tag it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But unfortunately, people really only care about 3 days in March in our league. So, you know, we definitely have to prepare for that as well. So, you know, we're going to soak this up, embrace this. We got 24 hours, and then we got to get to work tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of effect did that have? I don't know. I guess people ate some of that cake before the game and had a good meal, and they were just sitting here. You know, it was quiet. We just didn't have any energy. And, you know, I tell the team all the time, it's not the crowd's job to give you energy. It's your job to give them energy and give them something to cheer about. And normally we do that, and we hang our hat on the defensive end of the floor, and it's tough to establish that energy when the ball is being taken out through the nets because you're allowing them to score. So we were able to get some stops. I think they shot 23% in the second half, and that's more so what we want to do. And we made some plays and made them take some contested shots, and, you know, the energy picked up in here.
Jordan said that there was plenty of energy in the locker room at halftime. What was kind of your message to the team?
I can't repeat none of that on camera. I still need y'all to pray for me, though, but I was just disappointed. because we're better than that. No one shoots 54% on us. Nobody. That's just effort and concentration and the will to prevent your man from scoring. You know, it's one thing if we can't make a shot, but, you know, for them to get shots at the rim and only have 2 assists and just get to the cup and get 2 feet in the paint at will, you know, that was disheartening. So I had to let them know.
At the end of the game, senior night, you're taking your guys out one by one. You gave Nimrod a really long time. What were you saying to him?
Thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for believing in this program. He didn't have to choose North Carolina Central. When he came here on his visit, he was a hot commodity. And even some high majors were messing with him. Some Big Ten schools were actually involved with him. And, you know, his mother and his father and him, he said, look, I just want to win, and I believe in you, Coach. And, you know, I kind of put my foot in her mouth. I said, man, if you come here, we'll win a championship. You know, I guess that's just part of the recruiting process, but he helped me to that, and that's what we talked about. He's like, Coach, we did it. And I was like, yeah, we did it, and I thank you, man. So it was really special.
How big was it for him to have such a big night today?
It's big for him every night to have a big night. He's the catalyst, and he don't necessarily have to score, man, but, you know, he's getting better and better and better. You know, he's becoming more and more comfortable, and that's the trust and just the relationship we have. He know what I expect of him, and, you know, a lot of times when I yell at him, he's able to just block it off. He know he's not coming out the game, so he know it's not personal, man, and he's a super kid, fantastic kid, all of the seniors.
Coach, talk about the moment of you being able to bring your kids up there to cut down the net with you.
Oh, that's priceless, man. You know, I face a lot of guilt coaching, man, you know, because I grew up without a father. So, you know, I know that time spent is essential. And a lot of times we're on the road. A lot of times I get home late at night and those kids are asleep, man, and I just feel so much guilt. So, you know they can get any and everything out of me. We go to Frankie's. We do anything they want to do, you know, and a lot of it's guilt. And I love my baby girl. She's the firstborn. And then with VJ, Vell Jr., everyone knows the incident that happened with him last year. And he was unable to go to the NCAA tournament. And I've never released the pictures because they're probably too vulgar, but he didn't have any skin on his face, you know, so his entire face was gone, and he was just pale. And for me to see him heal and see how tough he is and see how he's persevered, and to have him on the ladder with me once again, helping me cut down the nets, man, you know, he's a much tougher guy than I am, man. So it meant the world to me, and I cherish that moment forever. So, you know, when they grow up, I don't want them to say my daddy was that basketball coach that spent more time with everybody else's kids and didn't show us no love. So I'm just thankful that they snap pictures and on everything, so when they Google themselves, they can, you know, they rock stars now anyway. Everywhere Vell go, everybody know him. So it's wonderful.
Savannah State on Monday, heading down the road, and you saw them here in Durham last. How do you feel going on the season?
They're tough. They're playing much better, and it's a tough place to play. Their gym is just like, it's a tough place, man. They get loud, they get fanatic, and they're going to press you 94 by 50. So we got to be able to handle their press, and, you know, they're going to be jacked up, and everybody wants to be the first one. And I tell the team, everyone is playing as like it's their Super Bowl, and we have to be prepared, and we will be.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's a part of this, starting with the coaches. They for giving me this opportunity and recruiting me. And just to everybody who has any part in this, my parents, they couldn't make it today, but just everybody who had any part in this, I just want to say thank you.
Coach Moton said that when he was recruiting you, he promised that he was going to get a championship and you were going to be a part of a championship.
Right.
What was that like to have that come true today?
I mean, I trusted him from day one, so really it's just it's a happy feeling just to see it go through all the struggle we've been through, and every day practicing, getting cussed out and all that. It's just a happy moment.
What did he say to you when he took you out and he gave you a long hug? What was he saying to you?
He just said he loved me and that he's proud of me and that I had a good game, but he told me it's not over, and that's really that's the truth.
What was it like for you to have your senior day? You've been to a lot of different programs,
Right.
seen a lot, and it's finally that day. What was that like?
That was everything. It was a dream come true. I mean, I've always wanted to be a part of that, and then coming here and then winning on that night is just a dream come true.
What was it like, especially you scored, 18 points, I think?
Okay.
How big was that?
I was just trying to stay focused within the game. I didn't even know I scored that many points, but just doing whatever I could to win, really.
What was happening with you guys in the first half? It seemed like you got a little bit of separation. You were up by 8,
Well, Coach always preaches that we have to close halves, and we did the total opposite, and we got to get better at that. It's late in the season, so we can't let that happen anymore. But mainly, we just had to focus on our defense. I think they were shooting like 50-something in the first half, and that's just uncalled for. So we had to get better at that every day.
It seemed like, too, the crowd was a lot quieter today, and there wasn't as much energy. Could you tell that?
Actually, we talked about that before in warm-ups, and we actually broke up warm-ups just to talk about it because it seemed a little dead in here, and not just us. I mean, not just the crowd with us. So we had to find some motivation to get hyped up.
What kind of motivation did you find?
We usually just talk to each other, and we find that within each other, and that's why we're a good team, and we just bond together.
What changed in the second half for you guys that you were able to stretch out so much?
I think it was our defense. Like he came in the locker room, he yelled at us, and when we found out they were shooting 54%, that was disrespectful to us, and that was just it was like a letdown. So when he told us that, and we just knew we had to come out and defend.
What was he saying to you guys at halftime?
He was just unacceptable. I mean, he yelled out and said some stuff, but it was just unacceptable, and we knew that.
Do you feel like that's where you guys were able to find your energy?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we just knew our identity is defense first, and for them to shoot 54%, that's our fault, and we knew that. So we had to come out and fix that.
With the crowd being so dead, did it take you guys out of the game at all?
No.
Knowing how loud it usually is?
No, I wouldn't think that. I mean, we love when our crowd's here. Just seeing them here, we love it. We don't, but at the same time, we had to find the energy, just like we do every game. So it was more on us.
7 assists for you today, as always, that's your job. But talk about the defense in the second half. Of course, you talk about that being the turning point. But as a team, you held Bethune-Cookman 0 for 8 from the perimeter. Talk about what it was like knocking down against them.
Like I said, he came in and yelled at us at halftime, and he just preached gaps. He actually gapped to me, and I think Jordan Parks, because we weren't in the gaps a couple of plays. And being seniors, we have to show and lead. So that's what we had to come out and do, and everybody should follow.
Talk about Jordan. Talk about that dunk that he threw down in transition.
We were just talking about that in the locker room. That was crazy. You don't see a lot of stuff like that when playing, like especially on our side. So that was crazy.
You got that piece of net over your ear, but short turnaround, Savannah State on Monday.
Yeah.
How do you feel to see them again this year?
I'm very happy about this win and having this net, but at the same time, we're going to have practice tomorrow, and we still got a lot of stuff to accomplish.
CBS. That stands for Car Buying Simplified. Shop CBS Mitsubishi in Durham or choose from over 500 quality used vehicles at any of our 6 convenient locations. Hurry to CBS Mitsubishi at cbsqualitycars.com.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.